श्रीपरमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानश्लोकाः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकराः दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः आराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय क्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकादिवर्जितः एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः। In the yesterday's discussion, we stopped at the shloka where Arjuna started to describe his experience of this Vishwarupa. पश्यामि देवांस्तव देवदेहे सर्वांस्तथा भूतविशेषसङ्घान् ब्रह्माणमीशं कमलासनस्थं ऋषींश्च सर्वान् उरगांश्च दिव्यान्. So this is what he said. Just a second. अग्रिमं श्लोकं वदति अर्जुनः। अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रम्
पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपम् नान्तन्न मध्यन्न
पुनस्तवादिम्
पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर
विश्वरूपा। हे विश्वेश्वरा, हे विश्वरूपा, अहं पश्यामि, I see. नान्तन्न मध्यन्न पुनः तत् आदिम्. I am seeing this endless, beginningless, middleless. पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपं, सर्वतः अनन्तरूपं. everywhere, infinite, Ananta, without an end. That kind of Rupa I see. Aneka, Aneka, Bahudara Vaktra Netram. Bahu, Udara Vaktra Netram. Aneka, multiple. Bahu, hands. Udara means stomach. Vaktra, faces. Netram, eyes. I say so many. This is what I am seeing. अनेक बाहूदर वक्त्र नेत्रम् अनेके बाहवः उदराणि वक्त्राणि नेत्राणि च यस्य तव सह त्वम् अनेक बाहूदर वक्त्रनेत्रः तम् अनेक बाहूदर वक्त्रनेत्रम्. So he is giving the vyutpatti. Shankaracharya is giving the explanation of what this word means. Meaning that many hands, legs, hands, stomachs, faces, and eyes. And then he says, Pashyami tvam Pashyami tvam Sarvataha. Sarvatra meaning everywhere. Sarvatra everywhere. Anantarupam. Anantani rupani asya iti Anantarupaha. The one with endless forms is Anantarupa. Tam, that kind of him, Anantarupam Pashyami, I see him. Na Antam, Antaha, Avasanam. He does not have end. Avasanam means gap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, end.
End.
Mm.
Na Madhyam nama Dvayoho Koshtyoho Antaram. Koshtyoho Antaram. Koshtyaha kim. Let's
Koshta is the stomach, I think.
Let's see. Koshtya.
Koshti iti.
Koshta. No, takarah ev dattam. Takarah nasti. Koshtya iti dattam. Like this. Let me try and write Koshta. Correct. This is Koshta. Yes, Koshta. Koshta पदमेव नास्ति भोः.
Koshti iti.
कोष्ठी इति वा? कोष्ठी नास्ति. अत्र पश्यतु.
Kotyoho.
कोट्यो अय्यो. Kotyo.
This happened yesterday. So like I read Uraga, like it was the previous one was Anuraga.
Anurag.
Because Anuraga, where does Anuraga mean?
Okay. कोट्योः अन्तरं द्वयोः कोट्योः अन्तरं. कोट्यः कः? कोट्य कोट 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 कोटा means cave, cavity. Kotara. Kota, stronghold. Kota, Kota. भवान् जानाति वा? कोट्योः कोट कोटा.
Kotyoho antaram. Madhyam. Koti is what is this called? No, Madhyam no. Kim pashyatu koti iti kim?
तदेव कोटा कोटि इति वा? कोटि तु वयं जानीमः.
Okay, many meanings with koti.
कोटि, high point, end, crore, cosine, कोटि alternative.
between two edges, between 2 points, between two extremities. They
Extremity.
like this.
Koti
Between
ityukte
two-
extremity.
The
Kotyoः
middle portion of the two
Yes.
extremities.
Kotyoः anantaram. एवम्.
Antaram.
मध्यन्नाम द्वयोः कोट्योः अन्तरं. The gap between the two ends is madhya.
He's a mathematician. He's defining what every word is.
Right. And then he says, Na punaha tava adin na devasya anantam
Antam
pashyami.
pashyami.
Antam pashyami. I don't see any end to you. There is no start also. Na punaha adim pashyami. He Vishweshwara Vishwarupa. Iti uktavan. Tadanantaram, any discussion to be had other than the very, very watched like explanation I gave?
No.
Okay, we'll go to the next shloka.
Kiritinan gadinan chakrinan cha tejo rashim sarvato diptimantam
Tejorashim sarvato diptimantam
दृष्ट्वा पश्यामि त्वां दुर्निरीक्ष्यं समन्तात्
Pashyami tvam durnirekshyam samantat
दीप्तानलार्कद्युतिमप्रमेयम्
Deeptanalarkadyutimaprameyam. Deepta anal arka dyutim prameyam.
देवद्युतिम्
Tatra vadati samantat means completely. Durnirekshyam, the one who cannot be seen easily. Durnirekshyam samantat pashyami. I see you who is very, very hard to see completely. How are you? Deepta anala arkat yutimam.
दीप्ता अनला अर्कद्युतिम्
Yutim
अप्रमेयम्
aprameyam. Evam. Aprameyam means the one who is not graspable by the sense organs. Aprameyam pashyami. Kiritinam.
It's many people commonly have. He said in a lighter way that many people commonly have this feeling that they are misunderstood always. That is very common. So he just remember you are aprameyam. If you are misunderstood, you cannot be understood. So
Nice.
nothing
Kiritinam.
to worry.
Kiritinam gadinam chakranancha. I see you with the kirita, with the gada, with the chakra. Tejo rashim. Very bright object. I see you as a huge rashi. What is a rashi? How to explain rashi? Huh? Pressure. Rashi.
Your
Rashi.
heap of light.
Heap, exactly. Heap.
Oh,
Rashi means a heap. Heap of tejas. Sarvato deeptamantam. Everywhere you are glowing. Sarvataha deeptamantam.
wow.
Ashyami tvam. I see you. Durniriksham, the one who is extremely hard to see. Samantat. I see you completely. How are you?
No, I think Samantat means Samipat.
Samipat.
Nobody can see you from close up.
Yeah.
It must be zoomed out for you to be able to see.
Samantat. What does Samantat mean? Samanta.
That sounds like an emergent. Like we're describing an emergent property almost. Like the definition which you gave.
Samanta.
Sounds
Parallel.
like that you need a broad vision.
Samantat.
Adjacent.
Adjacent.
Samantat. Not completely. All around.
Oh,
Everywhere.
oh,
I see you everywhere. Completely. Totally. In
Oh.
totality.
okay.
Samantat.
Everywhere.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Hmm.
I see you.
I see you
I
everywhere.
see all on all sides. Samantat. Kidrisham. Deepta. Anala arkam. Sorry. Arkadyuti. Okay. Arkadyutim aprameyam. Arka means Surya. Dyuti means light. Anala arkadyutim. Of fire and the sun.
Mm.
The light of fire and sun, I see you that way. Aprameyam, the one who is not graspable
Mm.
by the five sense organs or the five, what are they? The external and antahkaranas.
Antaka.
Vidyuktavan. Let's see what what Shankaracharya will tell about this. Kiritinam. Kiritan nama Shiro Bhushana Visheshaha Yasya Asti Saha Kiriti Tam Kiritinam. So the one who, so exactly, he is explaining what Kirita is. Kirita is basically a Bhushana that is worn on the head. The one who has it is Kiriti. Tam, that kind of him, is Kiritinam. I see him. Tatha Gadinam Gadai Asya Vidyate iti Gadi. The one who has a Gada is Gadi. Tam, that one is Gadinam. I see that one. Who has Gada. Tatha Chakrinan. Chakram Asya Asiti Asti iti Chakri. The one who has Chakra is Chakri. That one. I see that person with the Chakra. And that is what the word for that person who has chakra is chakrinam. Cha tejorashim tejaha tejah punjam. Punja means flare. It's punja. I think it's a clump, center of mass.
Oh.
Okay, so that's what it means, a clump or a center of mass. Punja, magnitude, mass, heap. Tejah punjam sarvato deeptamantam. Sarvato deeptaha asya asti iti sarvato deeptaman. So he is explaining what this sarvato deeptamantam means. He is saying that sarvataha deeptihi asya asti. The one on all sides, the one who has deepti, light. Deepti means light only, yeah? Is that correct translation? Deepti. Deepti, yes. Brightness, luster, splendor. The one who has such splendor, sarvataha, everywhere, all over. The one who has that is sarvato deeptaman. That kind of person, referring to him, I see you, who sarvato deeptamantam pashyami. Tam sarvato deeptamantam pashyami. Tvam durniriksham. So durniriksham is explaining the word tvam, you, durniriksham. Dukkhena nirikshaha, durnirikshaha. Dukkhena nirikshaha means the one for whom waiting is very, very filled with dukkha.
Difficult. Dukkha means the dukkha.
Niriksha means to wait only, right?
Nirikshanam means like analysis or to like observe closely.
Is it?
Niriksha can also mean waiting, but here it may mean
Niriksha. Niriksha, observation. Durniriksham. Dukkhena niriksham iti. Dukkhena nirikshaha durnirikshaha tam. Durniriksham samantat. Samantataha sarvatra. So he is explaining. So dukkhena nirikshaha. Kimartham dukkhena nirikshaha?
he cannot be seen, observed very easily. It's very difficult to even like look at the sun. It's very difficult to we have to squint our eyes and do that.
Oh,
Durniriksha means one who is very difficult to be observed.
okay. And because of this observation only, you are getting dukkhana. You have to get sukhana.
No, here the upasarga du doesn't always mean dukkha.
No, it's
the word dukkha also
dukkhena nirikshaha iti dattam.
Tattu dukkham iti ityukte. So when you say aham sukhena pathami, it doesn't necessarily mean I am reading happily. I easily read. It's also sukhena. So the opposite of that would be very difficult.
Okay.
Very hardly I
It's
read.
true. If you look at a very bright light, you become sad.
Sad.
Too bright, your eyes start to hurt, is it?
Namaskar.
Namaste, ma'am.
Do actually the prefix do can be something like asambhava, like just like durlabha.
Correct.
So
That's
it is
what I also
the
explained.
negation of it. Yeah, Durniriksha means you cannot watch or you cannot look forward. Niriksha I think it is look forward. You cannot look forward.
Observe, ma'am. Niriksha, this word.
Yeah, Niriksha, observe. You cannot.
Hmm.
It need
But
not be
that's what,
bad.
this is what I also thought. And then I'm reading the Shankara Bhashya. He is saying Dukkhena Nirikshaha. I'm
Oh,
wondering
okay.
why he is saying Dukkhena. That's all.
Probably since he's not able to watch, that's why he's sad.
No, no, no. Atra, I think this is answered by our Pandita
And
here.
it's okay.
He is saying that Dukkhena is referring to difficulty. It's not difficult to
Okay.
sadness.
Oh, need. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. Then.
right? Dukkhena nirikshaha durnirikshaha tam durnirikshyam samantat samantataha sarvatra everywhere iti. So he is taking the meaning of everywhere sarvatra for samantat दीप्तानलार्क द्युतिम ओके अनलश्च अर्कश्च अनलार्कौ द्युतौ अनलार्कौ दीप्त दीप्तानलार्कौ हम्म, तयोः दीप्तानलार्कयोः द्युतिरिव द्युतिः तेजः यस्य तव सत्वं दीप्तानलार्क दीप्तानलार्क द्युतिः. So he's explaining what this Deeptanalarka Dyutihi means. First, Analaha cha Arkascha, fire and sun. These two are called Analarkau. Analarkau is referring to the fire and sun. Deeptau, they are lustrous. Analarkau, Deeptanalarkau, with the Deepti. If you Deeptau Analarkau, Deeptanalarkau. So he's adding this word as well. The luster of Anala and Arka is Deeptanalarkau. Tayoho, for those two, Deeptanalarkayoho, of these two Deeptanalarka. Dyutiriva, the one whose luster, Dyutihi ityukte Tejaha, whose Tejas is like the Deeptanalarkau, lustrous sun and the fire. The one who has such luster is Deeptanalarka Dyutihi. तं त्वं दीप्तानलार्कद्युतिम् अप्रमेयं न प्रमेयम् इति अप्रमेयम्. So prameyam means the thing that can be known, object of knowledge is called prameyam. Aprameyam meaning the thing that cannot be known is aprameya. अशक्य पश्चे अशक्य परिच्छेदम् इत्येतत्. Ashakya means unable to. Parichedam. Parichedam means to analyze, I think. Let's see. Paricheda. Paricheda. Paricheda means separate, dissect, eliminate, separate, resolute,
Oh,
judge, discriminate,
oh,
like, put a boundary to, etc.
oh.
All of this is Paricheda. Ashakya Parichedam, the thing that cannot be cut into other.
No,
Ityetat.
cannot be defined.
It cannot be grasped. Like aprameya is a very technical term. Normally prameya, like the pramata, pramana and prameya are the triputi, right? There they specifically refer to whatever that can be known through the sense organs. Specifically the antahkarana and bahikaranas, the 5 sense organs, as well as the manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. What is the other one? Manobuddhi ahankara chitta. Na buddhi ahankara chitta.
Correct, 4.
Four only, yeah.
And the
5 they say, right?
and the like Indriyas also.
Yeah.
Indriyas.
Yes.
We say.
The pancha. Yes. So all of these, the one who is not graspable by all of these is aprameya. I am seeing that aprameya. Iti evate योगशक्ति दर्शनात् अनुमिनो अनुमिनोमि अनुमिनोमि अनुमिनोमिया
अनुमानं करोमि इति.
अनुमानं करोमि. Okay. So this is continuing into the next shloka. Any discussion to be had here before we go to the next shloka? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. It reminds me of what Sureshwaracharya said when he got this kind of darshanam of Shankara Bhagavad for the first time. He said that you are a light so bright that you make the sun look like the moon.
Oh.
Hmm. Anything from our online participants of this discussion? Any thoughts? Okay, we'll go to the next shloka.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamasya vishwasya paranidhanam.
Tvamasya vishvasya parannidhanam.
Tvamavyayah shashvata dharma gopta.
Tvamavyayah shashvata dharma gopta.
Sanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Shanasana purusho mato me. Me matihi. According to my abhipraya, according to me, he purushaha, you are only purushaha. Sanatanaha tvam, you are the one without any beginning or end. Sanatanaha tvam, you are only the purusha, you are sanatana. Moreover, tvam aksharam, you are without decay. Paramam veditavyam, the thing that needs to be found out or known. Veditavyam, the most important thing. Paramam veditavyam, the most important thing that needs to be known. Paramam. Now, just now we said aprameya. Cannot be known by the five indriyas or the antahkaranas or bahikaranas. Then how do you know him?
Yeah, this is a matter of semantics because we were discussing this in BSc class also. Like we say that the self can be known, it cannot be experienced. It's not an object of experience, but it's the knower is known the same way sunlight is like swaprakasha. It doesn't need some other prakasha to say that sunlight is there.
Correct.
So that's what
Swaprakashatvena.
Sir was saying that that it can be known. We can't say it can be experienced, but it can be known. So it's not a like what is that pramata? But
No, but
it's
then the question comes, for example, we are going by the analogy of the sun for the Atma, and let's say the planet, etc., right? Then, does the sun know it is shining?
That's just an analogy. Don't stretch the analogy.
No, I'm saying for any knowing, right? You need an object. Therefore, you say the why they say Atma is avidnaya, etc., is because it's through the Atma that we are knowing things.
Yeah.
So, can you know the Atma? We don't know.
Yeah, we can.
So, but what do you mean by the knowing?
Then the meaning of knowing changes.
Yeah. You're only inferring that there is an Atma.
No. The knowing becomes identification. The knowing becomes like identification.
Meaning?
Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati.
That is all scripture. But what is
scripture? That is the lived experience.
Light is there.
Then of who?
Anybody.
No. If for a person who has not had this experience, let's say, how would you explain that to him?
There is no explaining it to him.
No, as in like it's told like this often, right? Like when light is, I've heard this analogy, that's what I'm saying. The light is there, like it's lighting up a lot of objects, but we don't need any like other like third like party to know that the light is there.
No, but here who is knowing it? Is it the Atma which is going to realize?
No. The
Or is it
thing
the
that
mind?
will know is the mind only. It will become nice and clean, and then it will directly shine. It will reflect that like that what is it called? It will reflect
Atma.
the consciousness,
Uh,
and that is when the mind will say, "I know,"
mm,
but the mind ultimately is not you, right?
mm.
But the mind is no longer like what is it called? It's no longer something that you need to fight with. Become Shanta.
Yeah, like this in Panchadashi, this example comes, which is also seen in Karate Kid. Like that, there is if you like stir the water is like restless. If you stir it, then you can't see the bottom clearly. But if it becomes still, then you can see the bottom. So that analogy is there in Panchadashi. Vedanta also for the mind.
So which means there's
It's
still there's a
also-
duality between the Atma and the mind.
No. The mind, you understand that there is no mind at all.
Now you're just
Later.
you're doing salad
No,
word salad.
you go one more step beyond that.
Who is going?
It's like
See, there is only the mind, there's the Atma. Okay, now don't bring you, me, etc.
Okay.
Now who is going doing what?
nothing. There is nothing going. Nobody is doing anything. Nothing is happening.
Ah.
in the what is it, Paramarthika Satya level, there is nothing happening.
Hmm. Then there is no realization also then.
No,
Correct.
there is no mukti. There is no bandha.
It becomes a matter of assertion.
No.
You're only saying that there is a paramarthika state, and it says there's nothing. But how is there a way to logic our way through it?
That is what we are reading through that Ashtavakra Gita. Right? That is exactly how it goes.
Yeah, but there is no way to logically look at it. It's more
See,
that
ultimately,
logic is for the buddhi to be satisfied.
You can-
It's what all the Vedanta.
you can convince yourself of the logic,
Ah.
but ultimately, you need to see it for yourself to know that it's there.
Yeah.
That is what Paramam Veditavyam. It is the most important thing to be known.
No, but why I'm asking this question is for a person, let's say XYZ, who has realized it, understanding the mechanism by which this XYZ person has stumbled into this experience would then allow this person to go into it again.
Yes.
More than just making it a matter of assertion that XYZ has realized it and so on. So my question, my curiosity is in what is the mechanism which leads this XYZ mind into the state of samadhi?
It's very simple. There are 2-3 ways, right? Number one way is just neti. You just look at it. Look through this world and see that it is false. Look at its true nature. There is no substance. Look at all these bandhas we have. Look at everything. Everything is mithya. Nothing is permanent. Everything is keeping us busy.
Actually, the Adhyaya 8th and 9th has already explained it. Akshar Brahma Yoga is already experienced, and it says the difference of the object and the supreme this one, and how to do with the Abhyasa Yoga. Continuous Abhyasa, and then how to do Dhyana also is there, like
Yes, ma'am.
focus between the two eyebrows and then constantly, and each one has their own time of realization, but it has to be continuous. And along with that, we had discussed what is a punya phala, karma phala, and how it goes and all. So that's how he reaches, the one realizes. And then in the Rajaguhya Raja Vidya Yoga clearly says that I'm not the skeleton or otherwise the body structure, but I'm separate from that. So that's how the details are already been explained in those 2 chapters. But I think Vibhuti Yoga, I think I was partially present. And also over there also it explains about what is my nature and what is the nature of those who realize me. So in this actually is the extension of it, and then it is shown to the Divya Chakshu, this yoga.
Yes.
If I understand sequentially how every chapter has been correlated and explains further.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll move ahead with the meaning here. Tvam aksharam paramam veditavyam. Tvam asya vishwasya param nidhanam. You are the ultimate nidhanam. What is nidhanam?
Dhanam means
And
Nidhanam.
distraction, right?
Nidhanam. Nidhana, primary cause or distraction. Oh, that is nidhana. Sorry. Nidhana means distraction. Yes. Tvamasya vishwasya paramam nidhanam. You are the ultimate pralaya of this Vishwa. Tvam Avyayaha, you are changeless. Shashvatah, Shashvata Dharma Gopta. Shashvata Dharma Gopta. Gopta. What does Gopta mean?
Sustainable.
Gopta, to be preserved. Gopta means the one who preserves. Shashvata Dharma Gopta, you are the preserver of the Shashvata Dharma. Sanatanastvam, you are that Sanatana Dharma. Purushaha Mato me, according to my Abhipraya, this is what you are. Then he says, I think Shankaracharya will, let's read the Shankara Bhashya. Tvam aksharam na kshati iti aksharam. You do not decay. Param, param ityukte brahma, veditavyam, jnatavyam, mumukshubhihi jnatavyam. The one that needs to be obtained is Brahma. That is what you are. Tvam asya vishwasya samastasya jagataha, of this whole world, param prakrishtam nidhanam nidhiyate asminniti nidhanam. Nidhiyate means to become
Kept.
kept.
Hmm.
Nidhiyate asmin, in which that is being kept, is nidhanam. Paraha आश्चर्यः इत्यर्थः. परः आश्चर्यः. परं निधानम् इत्युक्ते परम् आश्चर्यम्. ओके. किञ्च त्वम् अव्ययः न त्वं व्ययो विद्यते, न तव व्ययो विद्यते, देयर इज नो चेंज इन यू इति अव्ययः. शाश्वत धर्मगोप्ता, शाश्वत 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 भवः, शाश्वतः, द थिंग दैट इज ऑलवेज देयर इज शाश्वतः. नित्यः इति अर्थः. That basically means nitya. Dharmaha tasya gopta. This shashvataha dharmaha tasya gopta. Shashvata dharma gopta, the one who is the protector of this shashvata dharma, nitya dharma. Sanatanaha chirantanaha tvam purushaha paramaha purushaha mataha abhipretaha me mama. So this is what I think. This is what Arjuna said. Anything? No, about this shloka?
Nothing.
We'll stop here.
I think ma'am had given a very like comprehensive.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was very nice.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on this shloka before we end?
He is just summarizing what Krishna said in the Bhagavan said in the previous shlokas.
Yes, ma'am, that is true. He's just repeating the same thing. But these are very nice. This is like the Arjuna Kruta stuti
So the
of
correct.
Ishvara.
That too only after he giving a Vishwarupa Darshana.
Yes.
Till now he said, but still he was not that this one. So once he visualized through his special eye, then he mentioned, okay, you are the Parabrahma and you are the whole, entire universe has to take a ashay within you. And you are the Dharma Samrakshaka. So, Sanatana Purusha, that's why, that is my Abhipraya. Even now, it's Abhipraya. He's not actually said, you said that sort is correct. He has not yet said.
No, in the sense that there is no quantifying Bhagavan. He is
Ah.
saying that is what I think, but there is so much more to you. I cannot say even.
Correct.
Right? How much can I say? I can only say so much. Okay. We'll stop here. धन्यवादाः. सर्वं श्रीपरमेश्वरार्पणमस्तु. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. धन्यवादाः.
If I say that automatically my mind